It feels a bit harder this time round, making friends and meeting people. I'm kind of gross with my makeup, so I was like, it's fine, it's not. Makeup expires, it feels a bit isolating, missing parts of home already. You still gotta be conscious and smart with your money. Why is everything so expensive now? Oh! Hello. It's currently 10:05 in the evening and I'm not going anywhere. It's a Friday night and I have no plans. But you know when you just get the urge to get ready and look pretty? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna follow Jessica Vu's makeup tutorial and talk a little bit about how Korea's been so far. To be clear, I'm not very good at makeup at all. I feel like I never properly learned how to do it or watch the right videos. And I was a late bloomer when it came to getting into makeup. I only started wearing makeup when I was 18 or maybe 17, right before university. So don't expect a lot. I do sometimes use a cushion just because it's so big here and I did get influenced into buying one. But I don't usually wear any kind of heavier coverage. I just like sticking to a concealer. But let's put some on. I also always find it so hard to decide what colour or what shade to get for foundation. Yeah, I've been back for a few weeks and honestly it feels a bit harder this time round, making friends and meeting people. Maybe since I'm taking less classes and the classes I'm in are a bit limited in terms of size or if they're international students. I've just typically found it easier to talk to international students rather than Koreans. They seem a bit more kept to themselves, which I understand, especially if there's a language barrier as well. At the orientation event, they said there was like almost 500 exchange students. I just find it quite hard meeting those people. I feel like there's not really events right now going on that kind of put all the exchange students together to talk to each other. I am interested in going to those events just to meet more people, honestly. Maybe I could be taking more initiative, but I don't know. In terms of like my makeup journey, like I said before, I only started getting into makeup in sixth form. I'd say I was quite a tomboy growing up. I wasn't into any of this kind of stuff or fashion or anything. I was actually very, very insecure growing up. So at first it was mainly to kind of cover up my acne, because I used to get really bad acne on my forehead and around my chin. Like even today I still have acne scars from when I've gotten it in other areas of my face as well. But looking back at old videos and pictures and seeing how I used to do my eyeliner and stuff, I was like, I tried to focus more on my skincare, because rather than just trying to cover up my blemishes and stuff, I wanted to try and sort it out. And even now, still kind of struggling with my skin, but it's definitely gotten better, and I think my hormones growing up played a big role in that. I'm also just so like, I'm kind of gross with my makeup. Like only recently I bought a new blush and bronzer that I'd had for a few years. They were powders, so I was like, it's fine, it's not. Makeup expires. That could also be bad for your skin, so I'm gonna put on some concealer now. When I started getting into my makeup and concealing and stuff, there would be times where I wouldn't leave the house without it because I felt ugly. Yeah, I think this time around it does feel a bit more isolating. I think my anxiety at the moment's a bit more than usual, and typically I do find it hard to initiate meetups and things like that with other people. It's hard because I do prefer meeting people in person, say meeting them in class and then hanging out with them after class, which I haven't really had the chance to do. I'm gonna let that marinate for a little bit. There's a few people from last semester that I know and I'm friends with. I think if I didn't have them, I'd feel really lonely. I think that's one thing about a study abroad, is it can be lonely a lot more often than people think it is. There's going to be a lot of moments where your schedule is not fully packed and you do have your own time and maybe people aren't available to hang out with and it feels a bit isolating. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not always going to be so big and amazing and luxurious during your year abroad, because I feel like it can seem like that. There's definitely times where I catch myself, even so early on into coming back here, missing parts of home already, missing the culture, especially in an Asian country where the Western things I'm used to are less available. I feel like I already kind of miss Western food. I'm just going to do my eyebrows whilst I'm waiting for my concealer. Cost-wise, whilst South Korea is far cheaper than back home in England, still got to be conscious and smart with your money. I am very grateful to have gotten a scholarship and a grant to fund this year abroad, but at the same time I think just naturally I'm quite frugal with my money. Is that the right word? Just because I've grown up with not a lot of it, but I think it's also important to allow yourself to spend money on experiences and things whilst you're doing your year abroad, because it's stuff that you might not get to ever experience back at home or even ever again. I think this time round I want to buy really cute homeware here that I won't be able to buy back home, because there's some cute like kitchenware and stuff like that I really want to buy. Definitely clothing. The Korean fashion is so good. I love it so much. I think I've kind of caught myself definitely dressing more in that vibe, and yeah, I just like how sleek it can look sometimes, but also the more street fashion can also be very nice, and I'm just very into that vibe. And also my family are coming in like 3 weeks, so I'm so excited for that. So excited to spend time with people. No, I'm really excited to show them around. I've been saving on Instagram different places and writing in my notes a rough itinerary of where I want to take them. Yeah, I'm just so excited. It's like when you show someone your favourite movie and then it gets to the good bits and you want to see their reaction. Like, I'm so excited to see their reaction. I'm going to film all of it. I would like to start posting more frequently. I think that's also another reason why I want to put myself out there more and do more experiences whilst I'm here, to also show it to you guys and, you know, not waste the time that I have left here. I don't want to just take it for granted and see the time go by and realise I don't have a lot of time left. I'm just gonna set this stuff on my face. I've also been focusing on going to the gym because there's a free gym here, so I'm going to use it. It is a really good way to create a routine and just feel good. It's another important way to look after yourself. But whilst I've been doing that, I've also been trying to keep up with the amount of protein I need to eat. It's quite stressful, actually. Here in Korea, the meals that they serve aren't really protein heavy. Yeah, they obviously have, you know, noodles or rice and a lot of veg, very heavy on the veg, which I'm a fan of, but there's not a lot of meat. So that kind of sucks when I try and get my protein. I'm gonna do bronzer and contour now. I have always been an introvert, which is not a bad thing. Being an introvert and an extrovert each have their own pros and cons, I guess. I don't want to say I've always had bad luck with friends. I think I just see it as it's not my time yet. There are definitely a select number of people that I really do cherish and appreciate in my life, but I definitely have always found it harder to become friends with people, and I think I tend to undermine how much someone wants to hang out with me. Like, I don't know why, but sometimes I think they'd prefer to be hanging out with someone else right now. I have always been the type to prefer less but closer friendships. I'm gonna do blush next. I actually really like this brush that I bought in Korea. I just realized I'm not even following the tutorial. I think it's mainly like the eye makeup. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and then follow her eyeshadow and stuff. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of doing my own thing right now. I really don't know what I want to do career-wise. I think I fell down the rabbit hole that a lot of people do, where you choose a degree at university that you felt forced to do, and you know that you can't do that for the rest of your life. I think that's the kind of position I'm in right now, and trying to figure out what I do want to do with the rest of my life, but would also be financially stable enough to maintain, especially in this economy. Why I don't know what's going on. That is scary. Why is everything so expensive now? Okay, I moved it a bit closer. But this is the only palette that I have. I'm pretty sure it's a Korean one. Yeah. Oh! I ordered it whilst I was back in England, but I really like it. I want to get another one. I really like bold eyeshadow colours. Like, I'd want one with a blue eyeshadow because I think that looks really nice. But she gets... Okay, I'm just going to use like these two browns. And she just... Okay. Also, my brushes are just an accumulation of random mix and match brushes that I've collected throughout the years. But if it does the job, you know, that's the kind of mindset I have with makeup. I'm like, if it's good enough if it gets the job done, you know? Okay, I'm gonna do it. She did it so quickly and she did it so, like, effortlessly. Okay. I feel like being in Korea has definitely encouraged the idea of me potentially living outside of the UK in the future. I think it's always good going outside of your culture and seeing what else there is, because the world is so big and there's so much out there to explore. It really has helped me gain that independence and made me realise that I am capable of surviving. I'm still alive out here by myself. Oh, it's getting so dark. Even just like taking my first flight, it felt so nice. I'm able to go anywhere I want if I needed to and didn't feel tied down to a certain place. That's one thing that really scares me, is things staying the same your entire life. That's not something I want, and it's important to experience change and new things, because that definitely does help you grow as a person. I think I'd be a very different person if I hadn't been doing this year abroad. So I'm very grateful. I constantly do remind myself that I am very privileged to be doing this, and you know, it is amazing to say that I've done this. So I feel like it just looks like I've got bruised. Let's just move on. Eyeliner. I do love an eyeliner. I prefer my black eyeliner. I just like the bold look. Bold? Bold. Bold look it gives. Okay, so she doesn't look too big in terms of the videos I make. I'm so happy that I have been filming as much as I can and being able to look back even from a few months ago. The stuff that I've done is really fun to watch, and especially such a special year for me. I've been able to document it, and you know, even some people have enjoyed watching them, which is really nice. Even seeing the change in that is really fun to see, like watching my first video with my sisters and I going on holiday and seeing how differently the way that I edited stuff is just, it's so good. And I also just love watching those like special moments. I'm going to Lisbon this summer with two of my favourite people, and I'm so excited to document it and spend time with them and get to make so many special memories with them. I like editing it in a comedic way, or at least I find it funny. I think I was very inspired by Ryan Trahan. and when he did his Penny series and he was traveling and making his content and also being able to incorporate his humor and just making it so entertaining, I really love that. But also, sorry, I won't be able to talk whilst I'm doing this. Oh, my eyes are so dry. On this side, I also really like Emma Chamberlain's recent editing style and the way her videos have been. It's quite like artistic and a bit different. I don't know how to describe it, but I kind of like it, and I think I'm also, like I said before, I'm quite indecisive, so I do have trouble deciding whether I want this video to be more like upbeat and humorous or if I want it to look a bit more artsy and serious. What was I going to say? Oof. Not as nice as the other side, but it'll do. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so. Right, she's using a black eyeshadow, and this is what I have. Maybe I'll choose the darkest brown. She's smoking out the eyeliner. Okay. I've realised that this tutorial does not make me look like her. Okay, okay. I have that. Pencil liner. Is that what it's called? An eyeliner. A pencil eyeliner. Okay, she draws like underneath. So I'm going to try and do that. Oh! Also, as much as I was saying earlier that I want to buy stuff, I am kind of trying to be a minimalist. Because growing up in a hoarder household, you know, you don't want to have too many unnecessary things around you. And also, it will be such a pain to take all of it back. So I'm trying to be more mindful of my purchases and really think, do I need it? Do I want it? Also, when I was back home, I literally gathered all my things. And I'll put the photo. That's all I own. Which is kind of sad, but that also helps me feel like I could go anywhere. You know, I don't feel tied down to any place, which I see as a running theme with myself. Also, this is the only eyeliner that I have, and it's way darker than the one that she uses. Oops. Okay, she does the eyelashes next. Also, I've got this crusty mascara from years ago, and it's run out. But I really like this one. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara from back home. So I don't have an eyeshadow right now. I mean, I don't have a mascara right now. I'm gonna curl them. I have the teeny tiny one. Via Lee was also another big person that I've watched that really inspired me to start making videos, because I was kind of originally wanting to start out with videos like that, but I also wanted to put out, you know, videos of me traveling and things like that. Something that I was watching recently that also kind of, I don't know another word other than inspired me to continue with my editing was The Amazing World of Gumball. There's only 2 seasons on Netflix, on my Netflix, and I binge watched it, and I just find that humour is my humour. I find it so funny, and like some of the ways that it's edited, I'm like, I want to edit stuff like that. I think that's the first time in a while I've binge watched something. I've been having like a lot of trouble recently trying to find shows to watch, so that was a really good one. I like more light-hearted shows like that. Nothing's coming out of this. I don't know why I keep trying. Okay, I need to go to Olive Young to get a new one because nothing's coming out of it. Okay, so she's putting on fake lashes, so I will do that, even though I'm literally going to take it off right afterwards. So this is so crap. Okay, sadly, I lost the audio for this final part because my mic ran out of battery, but I'm gonna just explain what I was doing. It was 11:40 PM by then, and I'd been doing my makeup for an hour and a half because I was yapping. This was me realising that I had to put on my lip product. I bought this recently at Dicey and it's a watery lip gloss. Then I used a Clio pencil liner that I got for free, and I don't usually line my lips, but I thought I'd try. This was me realising that I'd forgotten to take out my hair as well. Thank you for watching though, if you're still listening. Yeah, this was the finished product. Didn't really look too different to how I usually do it, but this was fun and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!